Hey guys, what's going on? Forgotten Caesar here, bringing you some Black Ops 2 gameplay, but this time playing some hardcore domination on the map Hijacked, using the Type 95 with the EO Tech site, I think it's called. This game's been out for about 6 months, and I still don't know what this site's called, and I use it all the time. Oh, anyway. So what I wanted to talk about today is the summer slump and how it is almost upon us. So generally, around the month of May, we start to see a drop in interest in regard to Call of Duty and video games in general. Understandably, people lose interest after 6 months of playing the same game over and over. That's just human. But the slump occurs sooner in some games compared to others, usually because of bugs or glitches that just really piss people off and drive them away from the game. For example, Modern Warfare 2. That game was probably the most ill-supported game in the history of video games, and coming from Infinity Ward, that just made me want to puke, that a company as big as them and as prestigious as them let this game go that unworked on, I guess, for lack of a better word. Ill-supported, I used before, I guess is an appropriate word for that. And that game just fell off the face of the earth because they didn't support it, and it's just really disappointing because I think that game had the potential to be not only the best Call of Duty, but one of the best video games of all time. And it's definitely still one of my favorite Call of Duty, simply for the fact that it was so revolutionary as far as kill streaks go and perks go. But it's definitely lost its replay value for me because of the exploits. One-man army and commando, or one-man army danger close. They never patched that, or not patched, got rid of that combination, and that really hurt the game a lot. And commando was never knocked down, and that had been a major problem since day one, not the jumping down and not being hurt aspect of it, although that was kind of ridiculous. Guys running off, jumping off mountains and whatnot. But anyway, I was talking more about the lunge knife, how you could like float up the stairs and knife somebody before they could even zoom in on their gun. But anyway, all of these little minor bugs that we saw in Modern Warfare 2 were like little parasites that slowly ate away the intestines of Modern Warfare 2 like a tapeworm that feasts on the food of an unhealthy indigent. The more those problems went unnoticed, the quicker people dropped the game, which in my opinion is why Modern Warfare 2 fell off the face of the earth for most people. Now, the way I like to think of it now is that game's pretty much like an underground game. You want to go play Modern Warfare 2, you run the risk of running into hackers. NoobTubers are still plentiful, so no one really plays that game on record anymore. And usually, moving on, there's a game that comes out around June or May that kind of feeds people and kind of keeps them satisfied throughout the summer. And generally, I think it's a Battlefield game. I'm not positive, but anyway, Battlefield 4 is coming out in the holidays anyway, so there's not that. And I don't really see a game that I'm going to enjoy over the summer besides Black Ops and Call of Duty and all the Call of Duties, which it's a little discouraging considering I don't really want to play these games all summer because they can be very frustrating, as many of you know. But last summer, the game for me over the summer was Red Dead Redemption. And for those of you who don't know what Red Dead Redemption is, first, slap yourself across the face for not knowing that. One of the greatest games of all time. And second, I guess I'll cater to your ignorance. It is a third-person shooter setting in the Wild West, a fictional Wild West setting, really. But anyway, me and my friends played that a ton over the summer. And in my opinion, it's one of the best games of all time. There really weren't that many bugs. There were really no bugs that jump out at me that really discouraged me from playing that game. I think it was perfect in a lot of ways. Just a little more open worldness to it, and it definitely would have been the best game of all time in my opinion. But again, that's being a little picky. How open world can you really be? That game is made by Rockstar, who, moving on to a little bit of a subtopic here, kind of monopolizes this time of year, the summer months and into September. They're really the only major company that releases all of their titles that time of year. Now, obviously, there are like minor titles that come out throughout the year at various times, but I'm talking like as far as like a franchise goes. Call of Duty is always in November. Madden is always, October, August maybe? I think it's August. NCAA football is always July. But Rockstar is more of the September, the August month. And that's when Red Dead Redemption came out. It came out in the late summer. and that's when GTA 5 is going to come out, which looks absolutely amazing. That game looks incredible. Can't wait to play it. But you know what really I think could nip this summer slump thing, summer slump. Try and say that 10 times fast. What could really nip this in the bud is if Rockstar would just release their games in June, and they could be played throughout the summer. Because Rockstar, their games have what I like to call unlimited replay value. Now, not literally. I mean, there's only so much you can do in an open world gameplay, but I like games that have no boundaries, simply because I like to make my own fun in games like that, and I find it much easier to make my own fun in a fairly open world gameplay than try and find interest in a game like Call of Duty for 3 months over the summer. Because I've been playing Black Ops 2 for 6 months now, I don't think I can go another 3 months consistently. And games like Red Dead Redemption and GTA offer me a lot of creativity and originality that really keeps it fresh. And you'll notice, as I said before, I'm playing hardcore domination. That kind of ties into the whole topic here. It's because I'm just getting bored playing this game. And hardcore is definitely a way to freshen things up. I think it's a lot of fun. Definitely has its problems, like being shot on a kill streak by a teammate. But anyway, that's for another time. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please rate the video as you feel it deserves. And until next time, have a wonderful day.